Welcome back to my channel. I am Christina Townsend. I'm a real estate investor, and I'm sharing this channel is all about sharing how you can get started in real estate if you're a stay-at-home mom or anyone in general looking to change their life financially or get into the real estate market just for any other reason. There's so many different avenues to real estate: wholesaling, just being an investor, having some properties, fix and flip, being an agent. There's so many different avenues when it comes to real estate. That's why I love this field so much. And I advocate for a stay-at-home mom specifically because I am so. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I see the value that you can be a steward over your home, but also be a steward over your finances without giving up so much of your time away from your kids, away from your husband, away from whatever life you want for yourself. But at the same time, you can also gain income and financial gain. It's not just gaining income. There is such a level of increase that you can overcome through this real estate market and through this avenue of real estate investing, specifically how I got started wholesaling real estate. So today I'm going to be talking about be an asset. Many of us tend to get into a field and we do the work just to do the work, but we don't see that there's a lot of value in actually providing value to whoever you're going to serve. So whenever I do something, I want to be the best at it, and that means I want to educate myself. I want to grow in knowledge, and everything I'm going to talk about today in this video, I want to be whoever needs me the most in my field. I want to be an asset to them. It may be, so specifically talking about real estate, developers, other investors, other agents, lawyers, people you're going to be interacting day to day, financial advisors, anyone who you're dealing with. I want to be an asset to them. How can I serve them? Because in the end, as you're serving them, it also serves you. You learn a lot in the transaction, but also it serves your business. It serves your growth. It serves your knowledge. There's so many benefits to being the best wholesaler you can be. It's not about just getting into this field, and I know you want to make good income, and you can with this field, but it is also about giving back, and it is about how can you better serve someone else. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. Let's jump right in. Tip number 1, grow in knowledge. It is so important to keep yourself up to date, and that is by reading the newspaper, reading books, reading anything about your field and about your industry and about surrounding industries and what they're saying. So like, you can read about lawyers and how they're impacting the real estate market. You can read about the government and how they're impacting the real estate government. You can read about obviously homeowners and what areas they are liking to pick. You need to enhance your knowledge, because the more you enhance your knowledge, the more educated you look as you approach these investors and these developers and whoever you're trying to sell your product to, which is the home that you get under contract, right? So if you know more and you look so much more educated than the rest, it's going to start separating you from the rest of the people and the rest of the wholesalers, the rest of the investors. People are going to start coming to you for accountability because they can count on you. Your integrity matters to you. There's a lot of things that it shows to the other person on the other end, that you're not just trying to get a deal done at the end of the day. Yes, that is a very important thing. You want the deal done, but it is also important to know that you're dealing with another human. You're dealing with another person, and they have wants and needs. So how can you better serve them in those situations is to grow and learn about your market. Don't just go into the market not knowing anything, have a deal and not know anything about the deal, have an area you're chasing, know nothing about the area. It's not good. It doesn't look good, and it shows through your work. People can know how educated you are, how much time you put into something, into your craft, by the way you approach and the way you bring about the deal and the way you the way you go about your business. So number 1 key that has helped me so much separate myself is to continue growing in knowledge and want to learn. I read so much. I listen to podcasts, I read audiobooks, because we may not have as much time as you want to have to sit down and read a book. But there's other ways you can get that education in. If I'm washing the dishes or doing anything that I have some free time to listen to something, I'm definitely listening to an audiobook or a podcast that enhances my knowledge, that allows me to better serve whoever I need to serve in those times in my business. Number 2, get yourself out there. Network. It is so important for you to branch out to different people and to get yourself out there. It is so important to brand yourself. So when you're networking, you're really branding who you are. You're telling everyone what you do, that you're serious about what you're doing, and this is where they can reach you. And you're telling them everything that you've done from the moment you've gotten into whatever you're into, from the moment you're meeting them right now. This is one of my biggest tips because it is so important to network. People want to see you. They want to see that, again, that you take this seriously, that you take your craft seriously. So when you go out there and meet other people and brand yourself, you're telling them you're giving your time to it. And this can be at local events, not just having to go to specific networking events. You can actually go to, if your kids have soccer games or they have any kind of events, this is just branding yourself. Talking to other people and telling them what you do. Talking to other people and tell them how you could better serve them and how you can help them. That's all networking. So you don't actually have to go to a specific event to network. It's about even your friends and family. Do they know that you've devoted your time to this? Do they know what you can give them and how you can better serve them? That's all it is. And it is such an important key to growing your business and growing who you are, your brand. Everyone has something they stand for. So when you go out there and tell everybody what you stand for, it is so powerful. It is so transformative. It can really help another person because they might be looking just for you. There's so many wholesalers, so many real estate investors, but you're the one that can make the impact on their life. You don't know who you're talking to on the other end. So the moment you start talking about what you do, it should be who you are at the same time. And the moment you start talking, they should be like, yep, this is exactly the person that I want to go to make this deal happen. And you never know, they might just be like, oh, I actually know someone who's looking to sell. You just got to get yourself out there. That's what it is. That's what networking is. It is about getting yourself out there and acclimated with just the body of people around you. Number 3, meet with people in your field. Meet with other investors on a regular. This is going through auctions. You can meet other investors that are buying properties in your area. Because they are your key. They are your buyers. So it's one of the biggest things to find yourself. And that's what I talked about networking. You don't know who's going to be your buyer and you don't know who's going to be your seller. And you as a wholesaler should always be branding yourself and marketing yourself. So it is so important. But speaking with developers, when you're driving in an area and you see a house going up, stop if you have the time and ask them for a business card. You don't have to have a whole conversation with them right then and there. Ask them for a business, give a call a little bit later. Or if you can stop by, just ask them, inquire about what they're doing, how long they've been doing it, and if they're looking for more land, what are they specifically looking for so you can serve them, right? What are they looking for? And not just those, if you see those dump trucks in front of a house, stop, take the number down, because they could be real estate investors that are basically cleaning out the house. So they're getting rid of everything that was in the house from the previous homeowner and they're going to reconstruct it and fix and flip it. Those are people you want to know. It is so important to go out there and meet them. You're not always going to meet them over the internet, and you're not always going to just see them in an organized environment. It has to be intentional. Be intentional going out there and looking for what you want and how can you get a deal done. Number 4 goes with number 1. Know your market. It is so important to be educated on what you are trying to sell. You're trying to sell a property and you overprice it. That is not good for you. That's not good for your reputation, and it's not good for the house you're trying to sell. It's not good for the homeowner. It's not good for the buyer. It's not good in general. You have to know the market. You can't just be looking to make a deal or make a check that you overprice your house, you underprice it where you could have made money, and they just know you don't know it, and then they abuse you and use you. So it isn't good. You have to know what you're selling, and you have to know what your surrounding areas are selling and what they have sold for, what they're going for, why they haven't sold. Look on market. It really tells you a lot. It will tell you why something has been on the market for so long. It will tell you how you can actually inquire. It will tell you the agents on that property. So give the agents a call. Be like, why hasn't it sold? What is the homeowner's? Is the homeowner actually really ready to sell? You can ask so many questions. And you can also see, is there a specific area that they're selling more houses than another? This will tell you a lot. That's a good area to wholesale, because that means a lot of sellers are looking to get out of that area for many reasons. And again, that's for you to look up and read the news and find out why. You can know why people are flooding out of an area and why people are flooding in an area. Okay, it's so important. I'm telling you guys, this makes a big difference. And if you want to separate yourself as a wholesaler, there's so many wholesalers, so many real estate investors out there, so many people in real estate. If you want to separate yourself, you have to make a determining factor of what is going to separate you. And for me, it's education. It's what I know and how I present myself. I present myself all the time professionally. It is something I go by, and my integrity matters. So I don't want to present a deal to an investor, developer, whoever it may be, and not know anything about the deal. If I'm marketing my deal, I know top to bottom, how many bedrooms, how many baths, kitchen, if it needs to be redone. How can I be an asset to them? I know what I need to know about the property. I'll even tell developers, oh, if you redo this house, this is how much it will probably cost you to redo it, and then you can get if you're selling it back, and how much materials and what materials you should put in, and this area is going with more modern or not. I want to be that person for them, because in the end, business comes back to me, and which is really important. And I'm showing them I actually care about what I'm doing in this market. I'm not just doing it to get a check, but it's actually benefiting me to put myself out there in that way. Again, the title of this video, I'm being an asset to them. How can I better serve them? Everybody wants something to be a little bit easier for them. So if I can make their life a little bit easier finding out what works in that area they're buying, they're gonna love to give me deals, and they're gonna love to be just in partnership with me for a longer time. And in the end, that really reaps a lot, because let's say you have a project, you're working on it, and you need funding. They'll be immediately the first people that want to, because they've trusted you. They trust you and your integrity. They know you. They built a relationship with you. And it's so important. That's why it's so important to be an asset, because you build a relationship with whoever you are talking to and whoever you are serving, because you don't know when one day you're going to be the big real estate investor buying these properties and going back and forth, and you need a hard money or private money. And they're the first ones to be like, I'm lending to her because I know exactly who she is. It is important. I'm telling you, keep saying it in this video, but because it is what I want you guys to drive home, and you have to separate yourself if you want long-term gain in this industry. Number 5, and the last tip for this video is, again, like I'm keep saying, diversify yourself in different professionals. Meaning, so call accountants, call lawyers, call insurance agents, call real estate agents. If you see signs that say washing homes for this price or this and that, call them. I can't stress this enough. You don't know where your next deal is coming from. So you have to brand yourself. You have to expand yourself. If you're just sitting home making cold calling, it's just not gonna work if you're just doing one brand of marketing. It is so important to find different avenues, and other people can do the work for you. Lawyers can find a deal for you and give it straight to you because they have a client that came to them. Insurance agents, they know so much. They know so much. So please find them, and they will give you what they have. It really works. Just brand yourself within your community. Wherever you are wholesaling, in that community, get in there. Let people know your name and know what you do. And what you do is, in essence, gonna come back to you in full. What you do will come back and just be beautiful and flourish because of the relationships you made in your community and around the world. If you're doing virtual wholesaling, you can still do so. Okay, you can join online communities in that area that will help you brand yourself in those organizations. And then once in a while, wherever you are wholesaling, I do think it's important to go see that area. Go catch a plane and go and brand yourself. Go to an event in that industry. Go to an event in that area and give out your business card, right? It is so important to just be out there. That is the key of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, subscribe. It helps more people who are or want to get into real estate investing or real estate in general, get into it with these simple tips that I gave today that can really separate you and really drive your business forward. God bless you guys. I hope you're having a blessed week so far, whichever day you're watching this. But please give this video a subscribe and a like so we can get this video out there. At 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. Not sure what yet. I will ask you guys for some help. If you have any video tips and ideas that you would like me to share on this channel, please subscribe and comment down below, and I will try to get those videos to you guys as soon as possible. God bless you. Have a blessed rest of your day. See you later. Bye.